sorry, Zeus coming out with the Ambessa blind, picking it. Zeka bringing
BB
this out.
Warwick.
And the Broken Blade Warwick. And if you're feeling good right now, it's because you forgot MSI last year.
An earlier exchange, looking for him. Kanavi around, it does get visual confirmation.
Delight also on the way up, but Labrav is here too. Level 3 to level 2.
Oh.
Q goes wide from Kanavi. That's a nice start for the side of G2. Broken Blade moving in to try and follow up. A low health target's going to mean all that extra attack speed. Fear down. Delight down a level means it can't do a damn thing. It gets taken out as well. 2 quick kills on the top side for G2.
What are on the board? Talk about those.
Ooh, Scumon's still following, you're right. The aggressive early game favoring G2 so far. Kanavi wants to turn it back a bit. Q flash in, flash back from Caps. Lockup is there, the excessive force, he doesn't have enough time to proc it. Blinking health bar, Caps running 22 HP. He's still alive, it's Scumon's here for the turn, but it's about to be 4 members of HLE in the mid lane. This is going bad for G2. Flash out to safety, Labrav hoping, praying for a hook into the tower. Living an extra moment, but Zeus with a sundering slam.
They will transfer that pressure into the Dragon and get the push on the mid tower. At the very least, it's going to be turret plate money for Zeka.
Under Delight.
Wait, they could trap Scumon. Zeka's coming on the way over.
Level 6 there for Kanavi.
Uh-oh.
Scumon, I don't think, ready for this fight. Easy follow-up now for Zeka. HLE first on the move. Scumon not anticipating the level 6.
That was a big question mark for me, was why are you walking? He wanted that cannon. Oh, he didn't even get the cannon. Hans tried to get that cannon with the snipe. He doesn't get it, and he ends up having to flash.
Flash gone. Pings out. Zeka with the fate sealed, but nowhere to stack up the Q, so not going to opt to contest. All 3 grubs picked up by G2. If they get their side laners strong, this is going to be a massive benefit.
Yeah, and Warwick is a monster in these early skirmishes, especially with his barrier back up. Really have to respect, because once you get into that scrap, it's very difficult to get away from him. The hold on the Q, here we go.
Kanavi here too, Jaws of the Beast coming out, a bit of damage mitigation, but that Ignite does so much work. Ulti coming in from Guyushi, but barrier there for Broken Blade to block. Now it's Delight in trouble, exhausted. Hansama looking if he can follow up, but the ulti goes completely awry as the re-engage is there from Kanavi. Cease and desist. No more cheesing in the top lane. HLE ready this time around.
Anyway.
He's still fine. He still has, you know, Q. As at this point, there was a glimmer of G2 early game looking dominant here, but HLE just responded much better, although now Delight the one in trouble. Realm Warp through, looks like Delight will just be sacrificed. You can see Zeka immediately pulling off that play. Recognize there's no way for Delight to escape, so.
5-game series. HLE though, they're gonna keep on stacking, and it's looking very good. Aside from the very first skirmish on top side, they have been able to
more gold in his back pocket. Caps here as well, maybe hoping they can bait a play. 4 members of G2 overloading the top side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna send.
That's the ulti going in for Zeus. Labrav now looking for a lockup in the meantime, taking out Delight. Zeus waiting on the tower, ulti in, perfectly timed charm, but the fate sealed to get away. Good reaction from Zeka to buffer. Ulti from Gumiyushi connecting just on the fringe, and there's too much damage. HLE, solo laner's doing a lot of work, but Zeus maybe over-eager. Broken Blade with a blinking health bar. Supposedly that's his comfort zone. Hansama, I don't think so, though.
Yeah, it's not a Seraphine comfort zone.
The flash Q, ulti in onto Hansama. Kanavi now looking for a bit more follow-up. Zeka needs to stack for the Q3. A few more seconds before he's forced to snap back on the Soul Unbound, and HLE in the extended fight still able to find an edge. You can see just stepping in to that minefield, just the edge of Guma's ulti takes out about 60% of his HP, and that's 1.5 items on this Ziggs. It's only getting scarier the further we go in, but Broken Blade still hoping to force the 1v1. Needs to get Zeus lower. That's the ulti. Infinite Duress now coming in the extended play. Warwick can do a lot of work, but Zeus might win the 1v1 before even it gets there. Gumayushi TP's in just to say nice job, bud, as they set their sights perhaps onto the tier 1 tower.
Well, you already know the fans are going to be calling to put the Warwick back on the shelf for another year, Dracos, but I like it. It's exciting every time we see it.
For the wrong reasons, Kobe. It's exciting for the wrong reasons. Zeka also taking topside. And again, HLE, one tiny misplay, one look of hope around that bot side 2v2. Otherwise, they've been trading up in each and every skirmish. Now a 3,000 gold lead. Now a Herald empowering them as well as
Guma on this Ziggs is destroying everything he sees, and he can just delete towers as well for HLE. So Guma,
more bombs to blow up your opponents.
It will buy
most
you
certainly.
more bombs, and then he also has the life experience advantage.
Oh, Hansama. By the time you tick over to level, they can't immediately punish him. Not confident on where Delight is, just makes it really hard for them to pull the trigger.
Yeah, and we knew from the beginning, this is gonna be a bloody and scrappy game.
And to walk through that little choke point into Guma, into HLE, would be a death sentence.
It certainly does. It certainly would be, and G2 do not want to deal with, so the setup is there. Wait, they're on the attack.
Delight, locked up. Hookshot wall dive, not connecting. Able to find a bit more damage here. As the response from Guma is to take half those health bars. Immediate TP coming in from Zeka, but he's exhausted. Follow-up CC now going to Kanavi, rush the fight. They're just rolling into G2, and it is not working out. 2 quick kills picked up by G2, but HLE continue to approach.
See, Warwick is exciting. He snipes him. Warwick ultimate hit.
Ulti, Zeka, or Zeus straight into the backline. Zeka already dead. Kanavi looking to clean up. Broken Blade finds Gumayushi on the side. He'll take him down, but top jungle from HLE is tearing through the fight. Skirmishes, blinking health bar. Broken Blade, a little bit extra sustain coming in. The Eternal Hunger, stacking him up, but a little bit more burst from Zeus should just finish the job. He's too far behind to pull ahead in the 2v1.
Zeus able to clean up. He makes the big play. Any individual member on HLE right now is terrifying you, and I would accept that story.
Yeah, I'm scared of all of them. Delight is 1-4-3, and I'm terrified of Delight. As it looks like Zeus might want to be a little bit terrified of G2. He gets a lot of done there, but it might cost the
Baron. I mean, it's just gone. They accepted this play. G2 make the call. We're going to make an overload. We're going to try and get a kill onto Zeus. They do get that. They shut down Zeus. It is at the cost of the Baron, though.
And we were talking behind the scenes about Baron has a lot less value these days.
Mountain Soul, Dracos. That is incredibly powerful for all-ins. These teams that are looking for all-ins, if you have that big extra shield here.
Also, there's a Navi. Hansam, of course, can immediately follow up to keep that CC train going. You in for a Broken Blade, hoping to pick off Delight. Gumayushi isolated off to the side. Gonna get deleted before the fight even starts. Now Kanavi wants to turn it back. The Collapse is already moving first. Zeus finally arriving, as is Zeka. Eyes on the Fate Sealed. The combo of ultimates, but Zeka immediately going to get exhausted. G2, 4 members strong, barreling towards Zeus, looking to deny the soul.
They do it! Zeus now running for his life, and he can't run at all!
Rooted, Delight can't re-enter the fight. The only option left for HLE is to have Zeka push mid. It's scrappy, it's messy, but it's G2 who take the exchange.
They have to fight their way out. That's the only option for G2, so they send it.
If you think they might fight you, just hit them.
Yeah.
Hit them right in the face, hit them fast. Well, that's Delight's plan. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's gonna get the stun. Zeka, immediate lockup from LeBron, denying him on the side. Zeka,
that's good.
QSS out. G2, quick pick onto Delight, really punishing these haphazard moves from the Camille.
I mean, I want 5 of these, Dracos. This is my kind of league. Let's fight.
Let's get through one, Kobe. Let's not, one at a time.
They're gonna go for a dive here, baby. Look at this, circling around both sides.
Brav on the side, hoping to lock up Guma. Winds become lightning, does connect, but the satchel charge is still up and available. Brav zoning them away, does get called out by Zeus. Excellent ulti on the public execution. Support's down on both sides, but it's 3 seconds until Delight is back up and active on the map. Kanavi debating, can he force the ulti? Caps goes golden with the Zanyas, buys a second. Instantaneous follow-up is there, and the encore, not enough for Hansama. Instead, it's an encore for HLE. They want more kills, more violence, more action. This time, they're the ones punching first, and luckily for G2, they've got enough distance that they're gonna be able to walk this one off.
The problem is G2 punched the wall. If you hit a turret with your fist, that's gonna hurt. Didn't say they were gonna go for the dive, didn't say it was gonna be good. And HLE punished them. The damage there, Guma chased.
Going to retreat there from the tier 2. A little bit confident just to even walk up, but of course there's no vision in the G2 top side. He almost got out there. Did go to punch first. Again, you highlighted, punched the wall. There was a stud in the wall. Now there's a Zeus in the jungle, however, and there's not really a lot Skewmon can do. Flash in from LeBron, gets the flash out from Guma. G2 not certain if they want to keep playing for this. Zeka zoning them away with the Fate Sealed. Ulti's traded. Zeus, Skewmon re-engage. Instantaneous encore, hoping to burn through the MS health part. Broken Blade with the fear in the back line to stop the instantaneous follow-up. But Guma still gets the ulti down. Kanavi versus Caps. 1v1, gets a second of relief, but Zeka is already here. Flash away from Caps is simply not enough. But Skewmon, Warwick beside him. Broken Blade still living for too damn long. The magic damage gone, and this wolf is tearing through, baby.
Smite on the map, though, is going to get the vision control.
Yeah, I'm still...
Skewmon. Warwick just has to auto.
Laughter from Rodrigo. Realm Warp into the backline. Instantaneous fit fight. Encore across the entire team. Caps getting lower. Delight still off to the side. Crucially, Guma is down. G2 holding on, but Kanavi and Zeus stay strong. This time around, it is not going their way. HLE happy to turn this one. Hansama running, but surely there is no way out. The Vi, the Camille, the Ambessa, not even needed. G2 sent packing. A freeze frame, but it does not mean a damn thing. It's an ace for HLE.
That's what it looks like when HLE get their AoE off.
Huge stats that much stronger, the additional shielding that much harder to burst through, burst down, especially for Guma, who also now the Zanya's ready just to stop any more of those backline dive attempts. HLE poised for a victory lap to Baron and the base of G2 Esports, but there's another window to fight. G2 now at a massive deficit. Can they find a miracle once again?
Instantly, Baron gonna get started up. HLE are gonna force G2 to walk into their vision control.
G2 ignoring bot lane. If they lose this fight, Guma TP's bot and the game is over. It's all on this. 8K, objective getting lower. Skewmon ready to go over the wall, but they cannot walk through the minefield to force the 5v5. 50% HP on so many members, and there's not even a fight breaking out yet. Zeka over the wall, locking up Skewmon. Zeus to follow. Down goes the jungler. Turn back though. Onto the light, hoping to get something else. Gumayushi is dead. G2 fighting into enemy territory on HLE. Multi-man lockup. Hansama and Caps have to make the difference, but the divers are too damn strong. Zeus once again gets the double. Zeka to finish it. HLE closing it out with confidence.
They knew they had the upper hand. They forced the Baron. They forced G2 to walk to them. And now HLE are gonna walk into their base.
HLE, a confident victory lap. G2 got scrappy, they found some fights, they brought it back. But HLE so consistently performing better, making the most of their divers and punishing the mistakes of G2 Esports in this first game. The Warwick started rough, it got really good, but it wasn't enough with HLE itemizing the healing reduction, never giving him a chance to make the impact he was looking for. G2 sent back to the drawing board as HLE draw first blood in this best of 5 series. But first, they got to play with their food a bit.
I respect it. G2 trying to play into that HLE pace, and